Hello and welcome back to the channel, as well as another episode of Astral Ascension. Now, we always left off, whenever we load a save where there's a black screen, there's always, can the text move on? Ah, so yeah, this is where we left off, but anyway, in the last episode, I think we managed to go on the Vela specific route already. I think it's safe to say that we went stargazing with Vela, but however, the very next day or the very next few days, we got kidnapped into the kidnapping arc, and then yeah, I think we already passed where Vela decided to stay, right? I am Yeah, I think it's safe to say Vela, we already passed that. So yeah, the we left off around. This is where we left off. So yeah, we're just gonna continue. I don't think, because to be honest, at this point, most things that we skipped are basically we already went through in the first run. So I have no idea how to recap this. The only thing I can recap is the things that is like the things that we never seen before, like a different outcome or maybe some route specific scenes. In this case, like the last episode, I only remember there being the stargazing, the stargazing scene in Vela. Yeah, so we finish up what Vela decided to stay, and then it was at this point we decided to use the sim room after our rest, right? Yeah, we wanted to rest, but we don't want to because we are not actually that tired. So this is where we left off. I think, although I did read this, but yeah, the game starts off like black screen. I don't know why, but when you click on it, it just progresses to the next one. It doesn't show the current text for some reason from where your last save is. The door to the same room is open, so I walk inside. There normally great space looks like a gym instead. Someone has clearly has a program running, but it's weird. No one is here. I'm not sure whether this is the similar as the yoga scene, but I'm not entirely sure. I step closer to the simulation system. Maybe I can figure out who was last in this room. Before I have a chance to look, Veda walks in, water bottle in hand. Well, that answers my question. She waves when she notices me. Yeah, it's pretty obvious. If we see a new scene up to this at this point, if we see a new scene, it's probably with Vela.
Hey there.
Hi, Vela. Did you set all this up? She nods.
Yeah, I was practicing a self-defense program. I just went to get some water.
That sounds like it'll be that sounds like it'll be really useful. I don't know how I don't know why it feels like the tone is not right. That sounds like it'll be really useful. Okay, I forget it. Forget about it. How's it going? You know what? I don't feel right not re saying this in a more normal tone. That sounds like it'll be really useful. How's it going? Nah, fine. A pass, I suppose. Let's proceed before I keep repeating myself. She scrunches her face.
Well, actually...
Is it harder than you expected? She shakes her head.
The opposite. The AI in the program is really predictable. I'm beating them every single time, but I don't think I'm actually getting any better.
I laugh. Of course. If anyone could outsmart a computer program, it would be you.
The one time I need the software to be challenging, and it's not.
I have some experience with self-defense from my time at IAP if you want some help. I might not be an expert, but at the very least, I am not an AI. Vela raises her eyebrows.
Are you sure about that?
Well, last time I checked, I wasn't.
Okay then, what's 2 times 3 plus 2 in parentheses to the power of 2 minus 5?
Say what now? The line is not the same as the text, so I could be wrong. What? Yeah!
It's a CAPTCHA test. Surely you aren't a sentient robot.
She looks at me expectantly. I visualize the equation in my head as... That! I'm not gonna say that! But... Do I wanna use a calculator to do so? In reality, of course, not choose this option. But if I wanna default this, it could be wrong. Hold on, the math ain't mathing for some reason. Wait, huh? Let me just... I think it's this. This is the answer, right? So we at this point it's a math homework now. 3 plus 2 is 5. 5 is here. I think we solve the square first. So 5 to the power 5 square is 25. 25 times 2 is 50. 50 minus 5, 45. It's basic algebra, so I have my answer pretty quickly. 45.
How did you figure that out so fast?
It's a pretty easy question.
True. I should have made it harder.
Proof I'm not a robot at least. She nods.
Yep, you pass. Anyway,
Wait, what?
I appreciate your offer of help. Let me restart the program.
Yeah, for some reason. Yeah, this sometimes there also is this bug. It says the first line and then they didn't show the second part, so you thought that
Yep, you pass. For now, anyway.
Yeah, sometimes you didn't expect that the line would suddenly appear. Vela sets down her water bottle and reloads the program. The gym room transforms into a dimly lit back alley. I can even hear the faraway sound of a train passing through. Wow, this thing is real. Huh? What? Wow, this thing is really taking the self-defense ambience seriously, huh?
We have to set up a realistic situation.
Fair enough.
I'm loading the first example movement now.
Bela taps on the console, a blue AI and a red AI appear next to us.
Okay, so we're going to watch this first, and then we can practice.
Sounds good. The blue AI runs towards the red one. Just before reaching it, the red one sweeps their leg, causing the blue one to trip over. The simulation runs through again, repeating itself. Bela studies it.
Okay, I think I've got it.
Ready to give it a shot? Wait, what? Ready to give it a shot? She nods. So who's the one? Oh, we're running. We both move to separate sides of the room, and Vela readies her stance. She gives me a thumbs up, and I run towards her. While I'm still a decent distance away, she begins her sweeping motion with her leg. I simply stop and watch her sweep the air.
Hey, I was timing that perfectly with your speed.
Maybe so, but if a real attacker saw you moving like that, they're not going to just walk into it.
Oh, that makes sense.
She steps to the side and turns on the simulation. It turns the simulation on again.
This would explain why it was so easy against the AI. Okay, are you ready to try again?
I nod and we move back into position. I think with our athletic trait, even if Vela managed to sweep us down, we won't exactly fall. We somehow managed to do a flip or something. Do I want to make it harder? That's what he said. But anyway, this is the time where I actually want to choose the third option. I rush towards her, zigzagging across the distance between us. Vela scrunches her brows.
What are you doing?
I'm being unpredictable.
An attacker would never run like that. It'd create too much attention.
They might if they are behaving unpredictably.
You already know what defensive move I'm about to do, and you're countering it.
Fine. Missing line though, but she's got a point. That makes sense. I guess we should try that again. Normally or go easy on her. Let's go with the default. I run towards Vela, paying attention to her positioning. As I slide past her, she kicks her leg out and just misses me. I turn back to look at her, still crouched in position. After a second of us staring at each other, I dramatically let myself fall backwards, filling my arms and wailing. Ah! Vela continues to stare at me.
What are you doing?
I clutch my chest, groaning. I've been grievously wounded!
Uh-huh, in your chest. Not only did I not aim there, I didn't even hit your leg.
Oops, she saw right through that. I guess the jig is up. I stand up, wiping dirt off of my legs. You know what? I miraculously feel better now. Vela sighs, but I can tell she's amused, even if she's hiding it. Vela nods and we move back into position. Okay, this time it's a normal version. This time Vela is determined. She stands taller and looks ready for anything. I rush towards her, and just when I get close, she positions herself correctly. Once I'm just past her, she sweeps out her leg. Moments later, I'm looking up at her from the floor. As soon as I land, Vela straightens up. Her face flickers from surprise to excitement. So we're not gonna use our special athletic trait to somehow not fall?
I did it! I did it! I can't believe it worked!
Not sure if I missed any text. Okay, no. I peel myself off the ground and grin. Great work! Let's try that one more time, and to make sure that you can repeat the result.
Good idea.
She bounces back to her starting position, still brimming with excitement. Once we're both ready, I run towards her. Her brows furrow as she mentally calculates the timing for her attack. Maybe I should switch things up a bit. Instead of running straight towards her, I sidestep further away to see if she can keep up. Just as I think she can't readjust, she kicks against my legs and I fall back onto the floor. Ugh! Vel walks over and looks down at me.
Did you try to mess up my timing by sidestepping?
I sit up, still seated on the floor. Yeah, I tried to be a little unpredictable, but you still managed to adjust properly. Vela's smile widens and she fist pumps in victory.
Ha! I knew it! Even your sneaky little trick didn't work. No one can take me down.
She takes a moment to revel in her victory, wiggling in a short dance, before she winds down with a giggle.
Okay, I'm done now.
Still grinning, she extends a hand towards me. At this point, I don't think it. Now I'm at this point. Every. I just hope that we're past the point that she won't think that we're an asshole, right? Default. I grab hold of Vela's hand and pull her down to the floor. She yelps as she falls on top of me.
Hey, that's not fair.
Well, you're here now. What are you going to do about it? She pins my shoulders down.
I'm claiming this victory. It's mine. Whoa!
She momentarily loses her balance and instinctively I grab her hips, steadying her. I shift my weight underneath her and she relaxes into a comfortable position until we suddenly realize that we're both holding each other. A blush creeps into her cheeks, first a soft pink which deepens into a bright red. Still, neither one of us lets go. My eyes search her face, taking in the way her hair waterfalls around us. My heart pounds faster, feeling the gentle weight of her body against me. Finally, our eyes meet, and then the unmistakable sound of a camera shutter interrupts the moment. Is that Beep Boop or Kai? I knew that. We step our heads to the sound and spot Beep Boop floating in the doorway.
Beep boop!
Vela's face drains of color. What is it doing here?
I asked Beep Boop to record my techniques so I could evaluate them, and then I completely forgot it was here.
We need to get that picture.
Right.
Vela scrambles. I'm not sure whether if I should be sound more concerned or more happy about that. We need to get that picture. Okay, yeah, kind of like a more surprise or like surprise tone because we need to get that back. Vela scrambles off of me and we're both off the floor in seconds. She points at Beep Boop.
Delete that.
A red X flashes on its screen. Vela dashes towards the robot, but it flies just out of her reach. I hear a sharp thrill and an exclamation mark replaces the X. Beep Boop dashes towards the doorway.
Get back here, Beep Boop!
Vela and I chase the robot around the room, but that little guy is fast. My legs are burning by the time we finally manage to catch it and delete the photo.
Thank goodness.
Vela releases a sigh of relief, and I do too. I can't believe Beep Boop made it so hard on us. What would a robot want with that photo anyway?
I couldn't tell you. I'm just glad it's deleted now.
Me too. Silence falls over us. My thoughts keep wandering to what would have happened if Beep Boop hadn't interrupted us.
After all of that, I am super sweaty.
Same here. I could use a shower. She stretches.
That sounds perfect right now. Don't get mad at me if I use all the hot water.
That's okay. I need a cold shower anyway. Vela blinks. Suddenly she blushes and looks away.
What were you thinking? That's so bad you need a cold shower?
Okay, I have no idea what that context. There's a context to that, but yeah, don't need to feign ignorance. I already have no idea before she even mentioned that. I raise a brow and feign ignorance. Me? You just said you'd use all the hot water, which means I'll only have cold water, hence a cold shower.
Oh, I guess I did say that.
I smirk. What were you thinking about? Her blush deepens.
Nothing. There's nothing to think about. Ever.
Uh-huh.
Except that we need to clean up before anyone's taking any showers.
As soon as she's done speaking, she hurries across the room and shuts down the program. I hold in my chuckle and grab a mat to put away. We clean up the area and tidy the space before we step into the hall. Together we walk down the corridor and pause in front of Vela's room. She turns to me with a smile.
Thanks for all of your help. I had a lot of fun.
Me too. We should do this again sometime.
We should. And I'll make sure not to invite Beep Boop next time.
Good idea. I don't think I can handle running another marathon to catch it.
Me neither.
We finish up our goodbyes before Vela disappears into a room and I return to mine. Okay, this time there's no turbulence doing stupid stuff, right? Unlike the one with Luna. This part I can skip. Last time we picked the second. This is the part where Celeste faints, or went into a coma. I recognize the sacrifice Iris is making for me, and I'm grateful. Thank you, Iris. I'm sorry that I'm derailing the mission. I'm sorry that I'm derailing this mission. She shakes her head and smiles.
There will always be more missions. You only have one sister. Let's alert the team to the change of plans.
I nod. So this part will be. First option. Tears burn in my eyes, threatening to fall. I continue to grip Celeste's hand. Don't scare me like this, Celeste. I need you. You have to wake up. A nurse comes by the room and calls the doctor.
I've got to check on the other patients.
I understand. I'd like to wait here if that's okay.
Of course. I think your presence will do her good.
We can skip this part. This time it's different. It's a text from Vela saying that she's in the hospital. She's not a pre-approved visitor, which means I have to meet her in the lobby. She fidgets where she stands, her hands clutched behind her back. When she notices me, she gasps.
Oh my gosh, what happened to you?
I blink. Bella clamps her hand over her mouth and groans.
I can't believe I said that out loud. What I meant to say was, how are you doing?
I chuckle. I can't fault her reaction. I haven't been resting much, and I'm sure I look like a zombie. I'm hanging in there.
Yeah, I can see that. You have to remember to take care of yourself too. Wouldn't it be awful if you collapsed from exhaustion before Celeste woke up?
Oh, yeah. That would be pretty awkward.
Yeah, plus, you just make Celeste worried about you too.
She brings up a good point. That's the last thing I want. You're right. I don't want to stress her out when she's got enough to worry about. Vela nods.
So, does that mean you'll start taking better care of yourself?
I nod. Yes, you've made some very compelling points after all.
Good.
Vela finally smiles. So, did you come all this way just to chastise me?
No, that was just a necessary outcome. I came to give you this.
Vela offers me a card. There's a heart on the front with sparkly letters that spell "Get well soon."
Beep Boop and I made it for Celeste.
Inside the card is a signed note from Vela and a printed emoji of a hugging bear with a heart. That must be from Beep Boop. I smile, touched by the gesture. That's really thoughtful of you, Vela. Thank you. I know Celeste would love it.
I hope so. I want her to know that we're all thinking about her.
I'm sure she knows, but I'll tell her anyway so she doesn't forget. Vela grins.
Hopefully, she'll wake up faster if she knows we're all waiting for her.
Hopefully. Vela suddenly seems shy.
I have one for you too.
She hands me a card that says, "Thinking of you."
I know it's kind of silly, but I just wanted you to know that you aren't alone. If you ever want to talk or just need some support, I'm here for you.
A small gesture makes a huge impact, and I can't stop the smile growing on my face. Honestly, Vela, thank you. It's comforting to know that. She beams before shuffling her feet awkwardly.
Okay, well, I just wanted to give you these, and now that I have, I'll let you get back to Celeste.
Thanks again.
You're welcome. Please keep me updated on any changes.
I will. Vela smiles again before quickly leaving the hospital. I'm still grinning even as I head back. Vela always knows how to brighten my day. And as my mood lifts, so does some of my exhaustion. Can I skip this part? Yes. Wait, what? Ah, we have to wait for this to load. And I wanna just turn on this. Keep skipping this part. This time we're going with the first option. This secrecy is really out of character, which only further worries me. If you keep me in the dark, I can't stop worrying about you.
That's not at all what I'm trying to do. The last thing I want is for you to be worried about me.
Well, what you're doing now is only making me more worried. Celeste bites her lip. Her brows furrowing. Sorry, something in my throat. Eventually, she sighs.
I guess I have no choice.
She takes a deep breath.
Don't freak out, okay? You were right. The treatments have been failing.
And we skip this part. I accidentally skipped that part for some reason. I have no idea which I accidentally skipped. This part. I'm pretty sure that part was skipped, but sometimes when it just stops, it gives me a feeling that some parts were never, means that I never read that sentence before. I feel like I read that before, but I just don't know. First option? It is. You're my best friend and the kindest, most caring sister. Wait, what? You're my best friend and the kindest, most caring little sister a guy could ask for. How could that not make me happy? Celeste remains quiet, but I see a smile grow on her lips. This part is the same. Can I skip this part? Reassure her using her normal name.
You promise?
I promise. I don't know, sometimes it skips this. Don't worry, Celeste, I'll be right here when you wake up. I feel like using her nickname actually adds 2 more sentences, because using the normal name skips the nickname part and then it jumps to this where we like said this before for some reason. She smiles, looking more hopeful. We still can't skip for some reason.
I'll see you then.
I flash her a quick thumbs up just before she's wheeled out of view. And this is where we... Is this the... this is the... This is the bribery part. Now that we finished our first run, we kind of have an idea on who hired this guy. Might as well hear him out. And then, might as well read this. This situation seems suspicious, but I've come this far. I may as well finish what I started and hear what he has to say. I nod. Go on then.
As I said before, I'm representing a party that has an interest in your case, specifically in making your case disappear.
Okay, I don't know whether sometimes you can hear me biting on stuff or what. I'm sorry. I'm also having my breakfast at this time. I'm hungry. Sorry about that. But yeah, This is morning at the time of my this recording, so yeah, if somehow you can hear me chewing on things, I'll keep that in mind and maybe not do that in the next time, because I don't expect my mic to pick up on those little those like minor sounds. But if you do, then I'll keep that in mind and not do that the next time. I'm not dropping my investigation. This part is the same. We can have a Vela version of the early end. But yeah, I made the scum save, accept the deal for now. This part is the same. Oh wait, what? Okay, I'm being an idiot right now. Come on. Load. Accept the deal first. I'm not gonna skip. This part is the same.
Don't. Well,
Rayla is outside moving some cargo. She waves when she sees me, and I wave back. Yeah, the only difference is just that one sentence, right? Yeah, the only thing difference is that one sentence. Yeah, it's frustrating to see this loading every time. Refuse, can I skip this part? Oh, I can skip this part. So I think I wanna, if I can skip, I wanna accept first and say no. But can I skip this part? Oh, I think it's the same.
Whoa!
I run into Vela exiting the lounge. She nearly stumbles into me but catches herself just in time. Sorry, I should have watched where I was going.
It's not just you. I wasn't expecting anyone either.
She pauses.
Where are you off to in such a hurry?
The hospital. Celeste is ready for visitors. Vela's face lights up.
Really? So soon? That's amazing news! She must be recovering quickly.
Her immediate relief and enthusiasm catches me off guard. I knew she was worried, but I never realized just how worried until now. She must have been putting on a brave face for me, which I appreciate. Do you want to come too? She looks hopeful.
Can I? Is that okay?
Of course! Celeste would love to see you. She knows how much you've... wait, what? Celeste knows how much you helped me and her.
Then yes, of course I'll come. Just give me a sec to grab my things, okay?
I nod and Vela rushes off to her room. When she returns, I think regardless of who she is, it's the same sentence. Yeah, I'll just skip this part. I picked the second one before the first one. Guilt grips my chest. I knew this would happen. That's exactly why I didn't want to leave. I tried to stay, I swear. I was waiting for you through the whole operation and didn't go home until the doctors forced me to. Celeste giggles.
It's okay, I was just joking.
Oh, right. I knew that.
Sure.
Celeste finally notices Vela hovering by the door.
Vela! I didn't know you were coming to visit.
Vela grins when greeted and hurries over.
Yeah, I hope that's okay. I just wanted to see how you're doing.
Aw, that's kind of you. I'm doing much better now.
I'm glad to hear that. The procedure must have worked. Celeste nods. So, how was it?
It wasn't as bad as I thought. I was really scared at first. I thought they were going to poke me with needles or cut me open. But they just put me in a big machine. Made some funny noises and got pretty warm, which was a little uncomfortable. After that, the anesthesiologist came in and put me to sleep. When I woke up, I was being taken out of the machine and told we were done.
That's it? She nods. That's surprising. Our conversation is interrupted by Dr. Celio, who enters the room.
Ah, you made it. Excellent.
Hi, Doctor. Are you here to run more tests?
No, actually. I am here to share some good news. Celeste's recovery has been overwhelmingly positive, and she's taken very well to this new treatment.
I still think the doctor should have his own portrait right here, despite he might just be a normal. Despite he will look as a generic doctor as how a doctor should look, right? Albeit maybe with some more modern, or not modern, albeit with some more futuristic designs, like some of the like blue lines on the coat or something. Yeah, that when you see in those futuristic sci-fi shows where you see some doctors have some futuristic outfits, but always keep the white coat as a doctor, right? I grin at Celeste, who grins back.
In fact, she's been doing so well that I believe it is safe for her to temporarily leave the hospital.
Can I skip this part? I think there's a part where we keep skipping.
Wow, just hearing you talk about this is making me excited for a beach trip.
Celeste beams.
I'm glad you think so too. That means you'll come with us, right?
Of course, I can't wait.
Well, if that's what my little sister wants, then that's what she gets.
Hooray! We should invite your whole crew and make it a party.
Good idea. I'm sure they'll be thrilled. Celeste sighs happily.
This is just too exciting. It's also the first time I'll get to wear a swimsuit.
Suddenly her eyes go wide and she gasps.
Oh my gosh, I just realized I don't have a swimsuit.
I can get you one. We'll probably need to do some last minute shopping anyway.
No, you can't do that.
Huh? Why not?
Because having your brother choose your clothes is so embarrassing.
Oh my gosh, yes, thank you, Vela. At least someone understands.
Vela nods sympathetically. Then she whirls on me. Yeah, considering Vela has an older brother, right? If I remember correctly. She has a brother, but I'm not sure if it's an older or a younger one. But regardless, yeah, Vela kinda has some experience. So yeah, both of them they can relate to each other.
And before you say she can't go alone, I can take her.
She looks at Celeste.
As long as you don't mind.
Of course not. That would be so much fun. I always wanted a sister to do cute things like this with, so I'm glad to have you.
Aw, I always wanted a sister too.
Okay, she doesn't have a sister apparently. Okay. The more you know. As they go into a hug, Celeste looks knowingly at me and mouths, "Future sister." Soon they pull apart. Yeah, we all know what Celeste is like. Also kind of a wing woman for us as well. I better change the subject. Yeah, future sister. Yeah, which will be true in this run. Okay, well, I don't want to get in the way of your girl time, so I'll head out.
Yes, please. Out, out.
Celeste begins to usher me out of the room. Okay, I'm going. I do as I'm told and exit the room, and we cannot skip just yet. Okay, because it's a checkpoint. This part is practically the same. I wanna pick. Okay, I think we picked the second one. Yeah, his nickname is Milosaurus. First option. Hey Milo. I smile and affectionately ruffle his curls. He giggles, squirming under my hand until I pull away. I still can't believe. I know Milo is a name somewhere, but I never seen. Well, at least not in my country where people actually uses Milo as a name, because Milo in my country is a drink that we consume. I guess that's why people from my country doesn't name their kids Milo for some reason. Because if you do that, I'm pretty sure they will get bullied at school for having a name that sounds like an Australian drink. And I'm not from Australia actually, but yeah. People from our country likes that Australian drink. Yeah, let's proceed. Is it just me or have you gotten taller? This part is the same. What haircut do I have? Oh, buzz cut. Never mind. This time, first option. Wow, I can't believe you still have this. That was so long ago.
Of course, it's a precious memory.
You were so young back then.
Were? Some of us are still young, thank you very much.
Pretty safe to say that Helen and I are still considered young. Or maybe we are still younger than Helen, for all we know. Zeke is definitely older. Oh wait,
Exactly. So I compiled a list of past employees and did some digging. There was one guy who stood out.
hold on, before that... Yeah, this part is the same. Yeah, no wonder we can skip. Okay, this time we are on Helen's side, but yeah, knowing the first run, neither of us are totally innocent. But as responsibility goes, Zeke is the one that causes our dismissal. Spoiler alert. But yeah, if you watched this episode before even watching the first run, I don't know what you're doing. But yeah, because this is the second run, so yeah, I'm sorry if I spoiled this for somehow if you're watching this as a first episode. I don't know why. For some reason, somehow. Picked up this option? That does seem a little weird. It could be nothing, but what if there is something else going on? And I agree. It does like there might be something more going on with Zeke.
I already thought it was weird he was pushing so hard to look into forensics. And now he's cutting me out of his lead.
I'm hoping he's only acting this way because he thinks it would be easier for him to reach out alone to his contacts outside of the agency.
If that's the case, he could have just told me that.
Yeah, it's strange he didn't. Let's keep this between us for now until we get the results of his investigation. She nods.
I could be reading into things, but I figured I'd let you know anyway.
No, I'm glad you told me. I'll keep a closer eye on him.
Me too.
I wonder if the reason I had that mysterious offer is because of Helen's search into Marcus. Our investigation must be going in the right direction. I debate whether I should bring up the offer. She's already stressed about Zeke, and I don't want her to get too worried. Ah, so if you choose the first option, this option comes out. First option, I suppose. Actually, something happened this morning which I think you should know about.
What is it?
I go into detail about the phone call, the mysterious employer, and the very obvious bribery attempt. I rejected them, of course, but it can't be a coincidence that I got a visitor right after you looked into Marcus. Actually, can I skip this part? It feels like I never read this because, yeah, we never told Helen about this. Helen nods thoughtfully. She rests her chin in her hand.
I think you're right. I wonder who the employer is. It has to be someone who has access to IAP's resources.
I tried to find out, but I still don't know. Has anyone contacted you? She shakes her head. That's good, but maybe you should lay low at work for a little while. You have the most to lose out of all. You have the most to lose out of all of us.
No chance. No way you're benching me. Not when we're finally getting somewhere.
Well, it's not like I can stop you. So I guess all I can say is be careful.
You know I am. Don't forget, I was already at IAP when you were still a rookie. I know how to cover my tracks.
She grins. Okay, this part is the same. I think we can move towards the beach episode. Ah, something went wrong. Okay, yeah, we can actually go with the beach episode. But we can still skip this part. I think that she's talking about the girls. Yep, first option. They always look nice, even when they aren't trying. Celeste laughs.
You know what? That's actually very sweet. Anyway, why don't we pick a spot and you can text everyone where we are?
Okay, this part where you can... I think I picked this before. Bunny ears? I smile. Cheese! With my free hand, I sneakily hold up a pair of bunny ears behind her head. Then I snap the photo.
Yay, let me see!
She snatches my phone before shooting me an unimpressed look.
Seriously?
I grin.
We should take a new one.
Why? This one is fine. She sighs, then shrugs.
I guess it's still kind of cute. I'll allow it this time, but don't think I'll forget what you've done.
Maybe I'll get stopped by the guard again. I smooth out my towel and get comfortable while Celeste glances around.
I'm going to walk a bit more while we wait for everyone.
You can skip this part. First option. That girl is my sister and it's her first time coming to the beach. I'm just capturing the moment.
Likely story.
It's true. He crosses his arms.
You're telling me you've taken your sister to the beach for the first time, and instead of spending quality time with her, you're on your own taking secret pictures?
I mean, if you put it that way, of course it sounds bad, but yes. He shakes his head.
Sorry, but you're going to have to come with me.
Hold on. Just as the guard pulls me up, Celeste runs over.
What's going on here?
Finally, you're here. The guard faces Celeste.
Miss, do you know this man? I caught him secretly snapping pictures of you, and he is claiming that you are his sister.
Celeste looks at me. I catch a hint of a devilish grin before she returns a worried, though I look to the guard. Oh, even if I try to meet, well, I technically not being nice by doing the bunny ears, but the first run she wants me to delete the photo, but we didn't, but she ended up doing that.
No, I've never seen him before in my life.
What?
I knew it! I've been on this job for long enough to know a pervert when I see one.
She gasps and tries to cover herself with her hands.
Oh my gosh, and he's a pervert too?
Come on, stop playing. You know I'm your brother. The guard wastes no time and grabs my arm.
All right, it's time to go.
Celeste! Before he can drag me away, Celeste stops the guard.
Wait. Actually, he is my brother.
Huh?
I forgot my glasses, so it took me a minute to recognize him.
You don't wear glasses, right? See, I told you we're related. The guard looks uncertainly between the two of us.
Are you sure, miss? You don't have to protect him.
She clings onto my arm and smiles sweetly.
Yep, he may be clueless sometimes, but he means well.
Reluctantly, the security guard lets me go, but not without another warning.
All right, but I better not catch you doing something like this again.
Something like what again? I didn't do anything wrong in the first place. The guard ignores me and leaves. Asshole. Yeah, immediately I roll on Celeste. Way to betray your own sibling. She smiles innocently.
Now we're even.
I never knew Celeste had such a mischievous streak. So, the correct option is the first one. No matter what. Well, we'll do that in the Iris run.
And it looks even better in person than it did in the store.
I'm not sure whether if there's any difference if we okay, this is describing everyone, so it's not just Vela or something. Everything is, I think, is more or less the same. Celeste giggles.
Aw, I don't know if I'd go that far. I'm still a little unused to wearing something like this.
I wouldn't worry. You look great.
This part the same, right? Oh, never mind.
Oh, thank you. That does make me feel more confident.
Celeste glances at me.
You've been weirdly quiet. Do you think they look nice?
I guess this option is literally the same. Well, not the same. It will have different outcomes depending on the route. So I'm gonna pick the second option regardless. I'm so distracted that I don't even register the question. Yeah, and they showed the route options. Vela has never looked cuter than she does right now. The lacy frills of her swimsuit playfully draws my attention to her curves. Iris looks between me and Vela.
I think you have an admirer.
Huh? Who?
Luna giggles.
Someone enjoying an overdose of Vela exposure?
What?
Luna and Iris both motion towards me. Vela's face turns red like a tomato and her hands fly to cover herself.
Ah! Stop staring so obviously! Or I mean, at all.
What do you mean? Okay, whatever.
There's no need to be embarrassed. You should embrace it.
Celeste punches my arm and I yelled. Ow! What was that for?
Just checking if your brain was still in there or if it fell out of your gaping mouth.
I grinned sheepishly. Oops.
Well, that answers my question. Let's move on.
Yes, let's. This part. Keep skipping. Why did Vela appear with her normal outfit? Did you guys see that? Yeah, Vela appeared in her normal outfit. I just caught a glimpse of that. Not sure whether Luna is wearing her swimsuit or her normal outfit, but that one glance. But I think we're too far to do that. Yeah, if we make a scum save back a bit further a bit, like near the checkpoint, then maybe we can see it again, but this is too far back to check. I don't want to waste too much time. First option. I clapped. Impressed. Well done, Celeste. She beams.
Thank you. Anyway, that wasn't so bad. Building this mansion will be a piece of cake.
As soon as the words leave her mouth. Yeah, this part is the same. A giant wave washes high up on the shore, leaving a blob of wet sand where her mighty column once stood. This is the limbo part. Yeah, I wanna laugh at her so I can show off. You got wrecked? I burst out laughing. Wow, how do you even fail on the first level? You can basically walk under that. And everyone thinks I'm an asshole. Where my crewmates all shoot me various glares of disapproval.
That's a little harsh. She's never done this before. Cut her some slack.
Celeste crosses her arms.
Hey, it's harder than it looks.
Please, anyone could do it.
If anyone could do it, then I'd like to see you do it.
Alright, I will. Celeste gestures for me to join the line, so I do. Soon it's my turn, I prepare myself, and then I dive. No. Luckily we made the scum save, right? Unless it's a gag option and everything is limbo. Ah, there is a correct option. With impeccable coordination, I smoothly shuffle myself underneath the bar and straighten up on the other side. I turn back to Celeste and with a grin. See? Easy. She begrudgingly nods.
Alright, fine. But you got lucky this time.
It's skill, not luck.
Do you want to try again, Celeste?
It kinda doesn't make sense that you can fail with the athletic trait. This could have been like an automatic pass. But well, the athletic trait doesn't guarantee passes. There's also the timer that goes twice as long. So yeah, it's really distinct. What's that called? The intuitive trait, the timer literally goes by twice as fast. So yeah, I can tell the difference.
Nah, I think once was enough for me.
Yeah, we can skip this. I think we picked this before. Pick the first one. Now that I know how much you love the ocean, we'll have to come back. Her smile broadens.
Do you mean it?
Of course, we can come back whenever you want.
What if I want to come back every day?
Then we'll move to the beach. She giggles. Celeste pauses, suddenly looking mischievous.
This is actually the perfect time for activity 4 on my list.
She's gonna splash us. Oh yeah? What's that?
This!
She splashes me and I sputter. Hey, two can play at that game. I send a big splash towards her, but she sees it coming and swims towards our friends. Get back here!
Never!
Then I'll just have to catch you all. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna finish listening to the line. Although Celeste tries to warn the girls, she is not faster than my splashing wave. The girls freeze in surprise, but the shock wears off quickly. Before long, I'm bombarded with tidal wave after tidal wave, which I scramble to avoid. Soon everyone is giggling and splashing away. The sea spray makes it hard to see any targets and we all end up aiming and splashing wildly. Yeah, this part is the same. We're gonna... Oh! We don't have to skip too much. Vela catches my eye and smiles. She breaks from the group and joins me on my towel.
Hi.
Hey there.
So,
She stands awkwardly, fidgeting with her hands. What's up?
do you have anything else planned for today?
I shake my head. No? Why?
I, was hoping you'd come with me.
For what?
For,
She pauses, searching for the right word before grinning.
an adventure.
Yep, I know, we all know exactly what this is. In another context, but yeah, regardless. For now, it's still a safe option choice to pick any one of them. Vela wants me to join her alone and on an adventure. I think I know exactly what that means. Ooh, a surprise adventure? I know where wait, what? I know where this is going.
You do? So you know about the cliff?
Cliff? I was talking about our adventure. You know, our excuse to go somewhere alone. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. I grin suggestively. Vela blinks blankly. Suddenly she gasps and her cheeks go red.
That's not what I was saying at all.
You don't want to go somewhere together?
No! I mean, yes, but it's just for sightseeing.
Sightseeing. Yeah, just like stargazing. Sightseeing. Eh? She sputters, growing more and more flustered.
Stop doing that! Are you coming or not?
I grin again and Vela hushes me before I can speak.
That's not what I meant, and you know it.
I chuckle. That's enough teasing for now. Yeah, let's go then. After getting up, we walk away from the beach. I wonder what she has in mind. We've had a pretty adventurous day already. Whatever she wants to do next must be exciting. So, where are we going exactly?
The cliffs. I read that the view of the sunset is beautiful, so I wanted to get a photo.
I look at the sky. I look at the sky already shimmering with flecks of gold. Yeah, I was trying to make a reference for, but yeah, I'm just being stupid right now. Yeah, I wanna say, oh my god, I wanna sing "Look at the Sky" by Porter Robinson, but yeah. Let me guess. I kind of have a dumb idea where if you put an artist like if Porter Robinson were in a Pixel Fate game, he would be called Robert Portinson or something. Robert Portinson. I have 100% sure they would if Robert Portinson were in a Pixel Fate game. That's what he would be called. And the major plot twist is maybe in the future game they actually would invite him to compose the soundtrack for the future game. And then he would be featured as said name. Well, one could dream, right? I can't believe it. Yeah, I think yeah. Rhea leads the way and stops when we get to a marked trail. A chain closes off the rest of the path. She points at the warning sign.
Temporarily closed due to wet weather. Oh no, the trail must be too muddy to climb.
She slumps her shoulders in disappointment. Well, this puts a damper on things. I hate to disappoint Vela, but myself, as I was looking forward to this time alone together. I think this background is also Vela exclusive, right? Unless Iris's route says otherwise. Or is it? Because I feel like this background is also different from the Luna's route for some reason. I don't know why. Unless it's the same and I'm misremembering things. You know what? I want to make a save. We can make a save right here. We'll come back to this later. Yeah, just want to check things out. This background right here. I want to make some mental notes. This is Luna's mentor's house. These two are only Luna routes. Oh. So this is the same. Even if on Luna's route there's no differences. Unless, yeah, I'm just being stupid right now. There's a daytime version, there's an evening version, and there's a nighttime version. But I only ever saw the evening version, even on Luna's route. So, yeah. Let's go back. I'm sorry about the disruption. Cautiously, I take a look around. It's just the two of us. No one would notice if we just happen to find ourselves climbing this trail. Yeah. I glance at Vela. All three are the same option, so I'm gonna pick the second one. Then I easily step over the chain. She glances at me with wide eyes.
What are you doing?
Getting you that photo.
But the sign!
Reaching over, I twist the sign around so the blank side is facing forward. What sign? I grin and extend my hand. After a moment's hesitation, the sparkle returns to her eyes and she giggles. She accepts my hand and joins me on the other side of the fence. We begin the climb up. While the trail is a little slippery, if we pay attention to our footing, it's very manageable. I'm thankful the trail is well kept and free from loose debris. The only thing to worry about are the rogue pebbles and tree roots. Vela nimbly leads the way. I keep my eyes on the ground, which keeps my feet stable. There was no need for that warning sign at all. Ready to share my thoughts with Vela, I look up just in time to see her slip. Instinctively, I reach out for her. Grab her ass. Yes, grab her ass. There's no time to think, so I make a grab for the easiest target and end up holding her booty. I've got you!
Thanks.
Although Vela is now safe, she hasn't noticed my hands yet, and I'm grateful for every extra minute I can get. That look. When she finally registers where I'm holding, her brows knit and she gives me a pointed look. I release my grip and take a quick step back. Second option. I didn't have time to think, so I reacted by going for an area that's good to hold.
And that's where you came up with?
Of course, I was able to get a firm and ample grip, which felt pretty good to hold. Besides, it was good enough to keep you safe, and that's what's important. Vela looks like she has more to say, but she shakes her head.
I guess you did still catch me, so thank you for that.
Anytime.
But next time, you should pay more attention to your placement.
Different, inconsistent text. I nod obediently. She takes a deep breath and steadies herself.
Well, now we know why the trail was closed.
Yeah, hopefully that was the worst of it. She nods and we continue on the trail, careful of any more puddles and slippery rocks until we reach the top of the hill. There's an empty beach and a guardrail that peers over the cliff with a perfect view of the ocean. The caution sign must have worked for other visitors because we're the only ones here. Yeah. Vela immediately goes towards the view and I stand next to her. The sky blazes with gold and orange, as fiery as Vela's hair, but a gentle sea breeze cools us down. It weaves through her hair, making the strands dance like a flickering flame. With the sun highlighting her frame and the beach in front of her, she looks celestial.
Wow, this view is incredible.
I see the sunset, but I can't keep my eyes off of Vela. I agree. The view is breathtaking. Vela turns around smiling, her cheeks turning a soft shade of pink.
I'm really glad you like it.
She looks back at the sunset and takes a sudden step back.
Oh, wait! Now now's the perfect time for our picture.
I'm so mesmerized by Vela that I forgot we came up here to get a photo. I quickly pulled myself together. Right, you should get the camera ready then.
Oh yeah, duh. Beep boop.
Vela looks behind her, she opens her mouth and then closes it again.
Uh-oh.
Is everything okay?
Well...
Yeah, that explains why Beep Boop wasn't here the second half of the game, right? She laughs nervously.
Funny story, but I forgot a camera.
Yeah, Beep Boop is the camera, right? Huh?
I usually have Beep Boop take my photos for me.
Ah, and of course he's not here because robots and oceans don't mix very well. She nods. Do you have your phone then? She gestures to herself.
Where would I keep my phone?
I don't know. If you were yeah, I don't want to talk about another girl, but yeah, Luna have ways of storing things in the first run. I once again take in the laciness of her bikini and how nicely it fits against her curves. I clear my throat to stop myself from staring. Right.
Let's just use yours then. You can send me the pictures afterwards.
Same. Let's parrot what she said. I don't have it.
What? Why not?
I copy her movements and dramatically pat down my chest. Where would I keep my phone?
You have pockets.
I look down at my shorts. Oh, right. You win this time. She sighs. A large wave crashes in the ocean behind us, and we both look towards the water again. The sunset is bright and prismatic, with all of the colors melting right over the water.
Well, it's fine if I can't get a photo. It's still really pretty up here.
I'm sorry we don't have anything for the picture. I know you wanted it.
It's okay. We can just enjoy the moment together instead.
I like that idea.
Good. Let's sit over here.
I follow Vela to one of the stone benches overlooking the ocean. I feel my heart beating faster as she pats down the spot beside her.
This is nice too, isn't it?
When I sit down, I can smell the flowers in her hair and the salt from the ocean on her skin. Yeah, this is pretty good. Even though we can't take a real photo, I want to remember this moment forever. For the first time in ages, we get to be alone together, and I can't imagine anywhere in the world I'd rather be. My life has changed so much in the past few months, and she has been my favorite part of this whole journey. After everything we've been through together, I hope there are many moments like this. I hope there are many more moments like this.
Hello?
Bella waves her hand in front of me, pulling my attention back to the moment. I must have zoned out. Oops, sorry about that. I was just thinking. She tilts her head.
Oh? About what?
I'm not gonna. This is basically platonic, right? First option. I'm just thinking about you, which I am doing all of the time lately. She blinks in surprise, then laughs a little nervously.
Am I really that interesting? I can't imagine there's that much to think about.
There is.
Like what?
She swings on her legs under the bench while she peeks at me. Oh, you know how we met. What the hell did we bring that up? I thought we won't bring that up, but yeah, apparently if you walk into a room, somehow this happens. Hold on. Shoot. Yeah, if we didn't crash into a room, but I feel like, I hope this is not a reference to to her bedroom scene, but if it is, then I have no idea why we bring this up. Oh, this came out pretty, not exactly that bad. So yeah, I think the dialogue changes whether if you walk into a room or not. When I accidentally walked into a room on my first day, even through all the confusion, I thought you were really adorable. Vela's face flushes and she quickly looks down.
I try not to think about that.
Yeah, I'm sure it was an interesting first impression. When she looks back at me, she's smiling.
Well, at least I don't want to eject you out the airlock anymore.
Well, that's progress. Okay, so we almost died. She giggles.
That feels like it was so long ago. I didn't realize you were thinking back that far.
Yep, there's more too. She cocks her head in curiosity. I was also thinking about when I found out you're an actual genius with 2 degrees and an anti-gravity gymnast. She giggles.
I almost forgot about that. You were so sick afterwards that I felt bad.
It's fine. I was happy I could spend that day with you.
Me too. It was a great day.
Oh, and how could I forget about my little virtual pet? You were so excited to show me the app, and now we will always have pets together. And yeah, finally, another time, the third time that the virtual pet was mentioned. So yeah, Beep Boop and the virtual pet were more mentioned in her route. But yeah, Beep Boop kinda disappears during the later part of the game. But I don't know if that's an oversight or anything. Unless I am misremembering things. But I feel like Beep Boop doesn't practically disappears during the final scene later on. Or maybe it's just me. Maybe Beep Boop did appear during the final dinner, but yeah, but in the aftermath, Beep Boop just basically didn't appear in any of the characters' epilogue. But yeah, let's move on here.
Oh no! We didn't just leave our phones behind, but our pets too!
Oh yeah, she still haven't mentioned about her dog having puppies, right? I laugh. Pixel and Sky will need to have a playdate when we get back then.
We already know how much they like each other.
We lock eyes and burst out laughing. We'll just have to take care of them when we get back. She nods. There's also that time I sat in your lap because Vela grimaces.
No, it's okay. I remember.
It was about a friend, right?
Yes. And he fixed things because I'm not angry at him anymore.
I wonder if I remember there's one scene whether if I'm remembering. I'm not sure whether if I missed that scene because I saw a CG, but I'm not sure whether if I missed it or is it further down the line. If I do miss it, then that means we're gonna have a 4th run with Vela. This I'm not sure. Basically a 2nd run with Vela because I'm not sure whether if I have missed that scene or is it just further down the story. But we'll figure it out once we finish the 2nd run. Ah, good. I'm sure he's happy to be on your good side again.
I think so.
She smiles. Finally, I think about my favorite memory so far. Of all the things Vela and I have been through together, the night we went stargazing still feels surreal. Okay, it was not mentioned that we kissed her we took our first kiss during the mission. During our first mission together, so yeah, we're just gonna skip that part. And I was thinking about when you showed me a galactoscope. We saw Cobras the stars, and we talked about home. She nods.
I remember that. You were so comforting when I told you I was feeling a bit homesick.
Vela's cheeks flush pink. I hope that I can always be here for you when you need it. Plus, now that you've met my sister, I love to meet your family someday too. She smiles, her face lighting up at the idea.
That would be fun. They'd really like you.
Vela and I have been through so much together. Thinking about the good times is so easy when being near her puts me in such a pleasant mood. She's staring at me, and I wonder if she thinks there's more for me to list off. I take a deep breath instead. Anyway, yeah, that's what I was thinking about. My heart pounds in my chest, but Vela is blushing bright pink and smiling excitedly, and it puts my nerves at ease.
Wow. I can't believe you remember all of that.
It should be obvious how much I like her by now, but I know that Vela is pretty straightforward, and I should tell her exactly how I feel. Of course, I remember everything we've done together. Vela leans in towards me. We lock eyes, and just for a moment, all I can think about is how incredible our time together has been. I never want this to end. Ever since we've met, you've been all I can think about. You're all I want to think about.
I've thought about you a lot too. You've always paid so much attention to me.
You're the only girl I've ever wanted to be with.
Really? I mean, I hope so, but also I thought maybe I was imagining things, and
I smile and hold her hand. She intertwines her fingers with mine, and I lean in closer to her now. Really, you're the only one for me. Vela's blush deepens and she smiles.
you're the only one for me too.
CG? CG, right? With my heart pounding in my chest, I close my eyes and lean in to press my lips to Vela's. At first, she kisses me softly, but as the moment intensifies, the kiss becomes more passionate. With our hands still intertwined, Vela shifts her body even closer to me. Before we continue, yeah, I think, safe to say, the romance scene always happens, with Luna being the exception, kinda. But, yeah, we officially became a couple during the beach scene. So I think it's safe to say that Iris would be the same as well. But technically, with Luna, I think we also confirmed our feelings during the beach episode, but it wasn't later on in the game that we officially became a couple with Luna, right? But the beach episode is whether we decide to lock in our relationship with the girl of your choice, right? So yeah, let's continue. A floral scent mixes with the salty ocean air, and her lips taste like sweetest. And her lips taste like sweetest fruits. Waves crashing in the background are barely louder than the pounding of my heart. Our lips meet again and again, and as the world fades away around us. When we finally pull apart, we stare at each other breathlessly. Vela smiles, and I feel a similar rush of joy coursing through me. I can't believe I just had this perfect moment with the perfect girl. Her joy is bright, and with the sunset highlighting her from behind, she looks magical and golden. Well, that was certainly better than our first kiss, and we mentioned that as well. Her already flushed face darkens.
That one doesn't count. I was ready for it this time.
I laugh. That's a good point. I'm glad this time you wanted to kiss me back. Her cheeks turn a soft pink and she nods. Vela scoots as close to me as she can, and I wrap my arm around her. We watch the sunset with its bright purples and yellows lighting up the hills we're on. As the sun disappears and the sky begins to fade into darker blues, Vela shivers. Without the sun's rays, the chill is already setting in, and it's only going to get colder when dusk falls. Let's get back to the group before it starts to get too dark. We don't want them to worry about us.
That's smart. Let's get going.
We stand up and head down the trail together, going faster now that we're more familiar with the path. When we get to the fence, I hold my hand out for Vela and she grabs it, using me for leverage as she hops over the chain. Even though today has to come to an end, I'm excited for many more sunsets with Vela. This feels like just the beginning of our story. We soon return to the group and head for our towels. When Vela gets to hers, she flashes me her phone with a knowing smile. I laugh, and my heart pounds in my chest all over again. Let me check one thing. Okay. Celeste is the first to spot us.
There you are. I was afraid you'd gotten lost in the dark.
Is this the same?
Although, will you just abandon me again the next time we go?
I didn't abandon you.
Okay, then what would you call sneaking off with Vela when no one was looking?
She crosses her arms, but her lips twitch in her knowing smirk. But before that, is there any difference with the text back then? Yeah, I think it's the same regardless. Oh man, I thought we were being subtle. How did she know? Although, now that I think about it, we were gone a really long time, so I guess it was pretty obvious after all. I don't know if I called that sneaking off. She invited me.
Ooh, and just where did you two go?
On the cliffs to watch the sunset.
Wait a second. It was just the two of you, together, alone on the cliffs, watching a sunset?
Yes. Yeah. Suddenly she gasped.
Does that mean that you and Vela are together?
And you get another sister now. She glances skeptically at me.
But with your lack of skills, can it still happen?
Oh, come on. Well, if we didn't get together with Luna, she was more empathetic towards us, but yeah. She continues to stare at me, pondering. Yeah, first one. Oh, sister, it wounds me that you have such little faith. Ye of little faith, my dearest young kin. I have no idea if I'm using the right words for that, but yeah. Celeste blinks hopefully.
So, you two are together?
I nod, and she grins.
Honestly, with a perfect setting like that, it would have been more shocking if you weren't together.
Hey, this outcome would have happened regardless of where we were.
Let's agree to disagree. But seriously, it took you long enough. You were always smiling around Vela anyway, so I knew this would happen eventually. I'm just glad it was sooner rather than later.
Thanks, sis. She grins and bumps me affectionately.
Now don't screw it up.
I chuckle. I won't. She giggles.
Anyway, I should get going now. And so should you.
Alright, I'm going. I'll check in with you tomorrow, okay? She nods.
Good night.
We say our goodbyes and part ways. I linger around the lobby until Celeste finishes checking in and goes through the inner doors. As soon as she's out of view, I head out and we can skip this part. blah 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 blah.
I'll make sure I'm available next time. I need to be around so I can keep an eye on you.
What? Why?
So you don't lead Vela astray. I heard the two of you snuck off together.
Whoa! Wait a minute! We didn't do that!
No, I remember talking to Celeste and Iris, but you were missing. Isn't that right, Iris?
Ah. I think... Yeah, if we were with Luna, Vela would be the one saying this. That we went missing with Luna, right? But if we went missing with Iris, who would be the one saying this? Is it Luna or Vela? Well, we'll find out in the next run, right? But yeah, I wish it can come as a triangle, right? So if we met missing with, for example, if we went missing with Luna, Vela would be the one saying it. If we went missing with Vela, Iris would be the one saying it. And yeah, if we went missing with Iris and Luna would be the one saying it. But in this case, those two are the one response that they would mention. So in the third run, I'm not sure who will be the one mentioning this, but we'll find out in the next run, I suppose. But for now, we'll continue with the episode until at least we finish this up, where I think it's almost about time to end the episode as well. We'll continue for a little bit. Luna's eyes sparkled teasingly. Iris nods.
And when we were looking for you, we realized he was missing too.
Iris points to me.
Oh my, was that just a coincidence?
No, but we weren't sneaking. We went up to the cliffs to take photos of the sunset.
Technically, we were, because the cliffs were off limits at the time, right?
Please, that's the oldest trick in the book. There's no way you were just watching the sunset.
We were.
Then where are the pictures?
Vela's face turns beet red. She looks at me for help. Second option. We don't need pictures to remember that beautiful moment. Luna raises an amused brow.
I noticed you said moment and not sunset.
I grin. Oops, is that what I said?
He meant sunset.
If he meant sunset, he would have said sunset. Something happened.
Vela's blush deepens.
All alone in that romantic atmosphere, I'd be more surprised if something didn't happen.
Vela fidgets until she can't hold it in no longer.
It was just a stupid kiss, okay?
A kiss?
Iris's response sometimes just caught me off guard.
Hold on, you two kissed?
Yes, Iris's response is the only one I felt like when it came off like unexpectedly, and I always find it funny.
Oh my!
Wait, what do you mean, stupid?
Well, not actually stupid. It was great.
And it was great?
What the hell?
You guys have it all wrong.
Vela groans as she finds herself fielding a million questions. I can't help but chuckle at everyone's response. Although they are shocked at first, their questions quickly turn into teasing, and I'm relieved that they're all supportive of the two of us. Afterwards, Kai claps a hand on my shoulder.
Anyway, I think I speak for all of us when I say that this has been a long time coming, and we're happy you finally admitted your feelings.
Huh?
I mean, we all knew that you were only interested in Vela from day one.
Both Iris and Luna nod in agreement.
What? Really? How come everyone knew this except me?
The fact that I walked into your room on day one kinda already gives it away, right? I don't think that's the case, but you know. Kai shrugs.
Maybe because he always happened to be where you were.
You must be exaggerating.
Didn't you run to engineering immediately after the nebula storm?
Yeah, but I had to make sure Vela was okay. Kai grins knowingly.
Exactly.
You were very quick to volunteer to work with Vela on your very first mission.
Oh, come on. You have... That was also part of the... Yeah, if it were with Luna, she would say nothing happens during this scene. We just go back to bed. And it just made the most sense because of my Polaris knowledge.
And you two did come back seemingly closer than ever. Almost as if something might have happened while you were undercover together.
Yeah. Oh wait, I think I said this wrong. It just made the most sense. Wait, what? It just made the most sense because of my Polaris knowledge. Yeah. Is she referring to our kiss? I thought we kept that quiet. Vela's face turns bright red.
What exactly do you mean by that?
Luna merely giggles and winks teasingly.
I saw the two of you leaving the ship in the middle of the night, right after the big dinner Kai prepared.
Okay, apparently she saw us. I guess I can't deny that we have spent a lot of time together, but I didn't realize we were spending that much time together.
It's all good, we're already used to it, so you guys are free to keep doing what you're doing.
I feel Vela's gaze on me, but when I meet her eyes, she blushes and quickly looks away. But I notice that she's still smiling. Eventually, the conversation lulls to a close. Well, before I forget, I want to thank all of you for being so supportive and accommodating. You put everything on hold to help me and my sister, and I'm really grateful.
Hey, don't sweat it, man.
We did what anyone would have done.
I think this part would be the same. Yeah, we can skip all of this part. Yeah, I guess this would be a good time to end the episode. So yeah, earlier today we... Hold on, let me make a save. Yeah, it was always frustrating to have every single save as a black screen. But I guess this is like every single checkpoint, right? But sometimes you won't remember whether if you saved or not. But anyway, yeah. So the only notable things in this episode, the first thing, we have helped Vela with martial arts training, I suppose. Yeah, we helped Vela with her martial arts in the simulation room, and further down the line, when Celeste collapsed, Vela is the one that visit us in the hospital. Yeah, Vela was the one that first checked up on us when we first went back to Polaris and check up on Celeste. And when Celeste got better, she also accompanied us to visit her, and she also took Celeste on some shopping for like to prepare for the beach. Then during the beach episode, we also finally got together and became officially a couple with Vela. And yeah, and now everyone are in the know that we are officially a couple. So yeah, I'm guessing it's safe to say that Iris's route would probably be the same. Yeah, Luna is the only one having that exception because yeah, she still has that something to hide, which will only be revealed, and once that part is background is revealed, it was then we only became officially a couple. But for now, that's it for today's episode. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Stay safe and have a great day. Goodbye.